Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing the look on Pennywise from the new movie It. I absolutely love this movie and I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of these up on YouTube, but I thought I'd give it a shot. So we're going to start by pulling our hair back, just because you don't want to get anything in our hair, especially liquid latex. It hurts to pull it off when you're taking all your makeup off. So I'm just going to put a thin layer all over my forehead and all the areas where I want the skin to be wrinkly. And then you just grab either tissue paper or anything that kind of is like tissue paper and put thin layers and then put more liquid latex on top and then let that dry. You're just going to keep doing the same thing back and forth. And then depending on how thick you want the layer to be or how thin, that's how you would do the layers. So if you want a thin layer, you can just do one. If you want it to be a little bit more thicker and look like more rough, you can wait till the first layer dries and then do it again. I don't think I waited for this. I just kind of kept going, but I would wait. Especially if you want like ripped skin, like if you're trying to do a zombie look, I would wait until it's completely dry and then go in with a second layer. But for this look, I'm not ripping the skin, so I just kept packing it on. And then again, just be careful not to get it in your hair because when you pull it off, it will pull your hair off. I would know because I've experienced this already. Oop, it looks like I have a booger. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC White Chromacake and MAC Fix Plus. And I'm just going to spray the MAC Fix Plus onto the Chromacake just to get a little wet because it's activated by water. And I'm going to put that all over my face. This is the first time that I used Chromacake. In other Halloween costumes that I've done, I usually use just the makeup paint that they sell at the Halloween store, but I didn't feel like it was good enough quality. So I went to the MAC store not too long ago and I got all the colors of the Chromacake just because I love Halloween makeup. And you're going to put that all over your face. Notice how I put it on one ear and I totally forget about the other one. Again, this is my first time doing a video, so excuse that. But in the end, my hair covered it anyway, so it's not like it really mattered in the end, but I didn't realize that until I started editing my video, but oh well. And usually I try to glue my eyebrows down just so I have a smoother surface, and so it's not that you can see my eyebrows, but I didn't have the stick Elmer's glue. I just had liquid Elmer's glue and I tried to see if that worked, but it really didn't. So I just wiped it off and did it without gluing my eyebrows down. It'll be fine. And then eventually I go in with a second coat just because you can the paint was kind of translucent, so I went in with a second coat. I go in with my RCMA powder, translucent powder, just to set everything in place so nothing moves. I would also recommend doing this, especially if you're going to go out on Halloween, especially where I live in Florida. It's hot, so your makeup's going to melt off if you don't do this. Almost choked on that powder right there. Careful. Don't want to choke. Sorry, I had a movie there. I had to get my stuff behind my camera. Then I'm just going to take some liquid liner. I think this is from Maybelline. It doesn't really matter. It was the oldest one I could find so that I don't ruin a new one. And I kind of just mapped out where Pennywise's eyebrows were. He doesn't have black eyebrows. He kind of has like a carved eyebrow look. but I didn't have like wax to carve in my eyebrows. I've seen other YouTubers do it, but I just chose to do black for his eyebrows. Looking at the eyebrows now, I kind of look like that one character from Lazy Town. I don't remember his name, but it was the evil guy. And then I just kind of whited out the curve of the start of the eyebrow because I felt like it was a little too curved in. Whereas when I looked at the picture, it kind of like it just met in the middle. So I took that curve out because I didn't think it was necessary. It didn't look right. Then I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Full Exposure palette. And I'm going to take the black color right there. And just with any kind of fluffy blending brush, I didn't use any of my good brushes. I just used whatever I could pick up just to go in with that color. Oh, I guess I'm going to fix some of the white parts. So here's where I go in with just an angled fluffy brush. I got it from Wish, so it was really inexpensive, and it's not one of the brushes I use on a regular basis. I kind of saved these for Halloween because I don't care if they get messed up. They were cheap, so. And I just pack that black on there. And I start to blend it a little bit too high, but I'll fix that afterwards. You can already see I'm trying to put more white so you can have a little bit of definition where the actual eye socket is and where the brow bone is. Then I just changed the brush here because I felt like it was too stiff. Then I spray my brush with the MAC Fix Plus spray just to get it a little bit more pigmented on my brush. And it did help a little bit. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just because it's Halloween, I think that's one of the biggest things why I love Halloween makeup, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It's Halloween. It could be messy. But then I go in with a skinny blending brush and NYX black eyeliner. And I go ahead and put that in my waterline. And I bring it down just a little bit, and then I blend it out with that brush. And this one is also a cheapy brush. It's not the best one. I think I got it from Target. And I kind of bring that into my nose area just to give it some dimension and definition so I don't look flat. And you can see me looking down because I'm looking at a reference picture. In the picture that I saw, he kind of has a butt chin. Lucky for me, I already have a butt chin naturally, so I didn't have to make it too dramatic. Whoop! We got a visitor. Say hello to my mama. She got scared. I was like, I'm videotaping. What are you doing? She's just staring there like a creeper. So then I put a little line where the butt chin was, and then I kind of just blended it out and put a little bit white over it just because I didn't want it to be too harsh. And then I'm just contouring the face with black shadow. And now, creepy, I'm just lining where I kind of see lines at on him. Again, this one I kind of made it too harsh again, and I kind of whited it out a little bit more just so it doesn't look too crazy. And I'm just doing the other side. Same concept. But again, it's going to get whited out because I didn't like the way it looked at the end. I kind of just looked like I had a circle around my mouth. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC Black Chromacake. And then again, this is where I kind of cleaned up the brows a little bit because I felt like they were a little bit messy. And I messed up. Of course. I messed up like 3 times trying to do the eyebrows, trying to just clean them up, and I kept going over the black line. Again, right there. So just take your time. It was really late when I filmed this. I think it was like 11 at this point. PM. 11 p.m. Let's see. And this is where I covered up that kind of circle around my mouth because I didn't like the way it was looking. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC Red Chromacake. Like I said, I have all the colors. And just with a painting brush, I couldn't get this one to focus. It's just like a basic, I think I got it from the dollar store, honestly. It's like a painting kit. And I just took that, sprayed the MAC Fix Plus spray on it just to get it wet again. And then I used a black liner to map out where the lines on his face go, just because this is kind of the most important detailed part. It's not a hard look to do, but this is what makes Pennywise Pennywise, along with his eyebrows. So I just mapped it out with black liner before I did the red because I didn't want it to be crooked or uneven or anything like that. I would take your time doing this part. It's kind of like wing eyeliner. Like you start off thin and then gradually get thicker and thicker and thicker, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, what happened? See, like right there, I had to clean it up. So I just kind of made the other side look the same in width. And then when I did the top part, I did a line, and as I was pulling the brush up, you're going to release pressure so that it's not thick when you hit the top point. And then I just went back in and filled the skips that it had because of the texture from the latex and the tissue paper. What you looking at? So I'm kind of just looking at all different angles because I have a few mirrors in front of me just because I like to see my face from different angles, just to make sure everything is even and that I'm not missing anything. But somehow I missed my ear. That's okay though. And I'm just going in with a Chromacake to paint my lips. Some people can do like red lipstick. I found that when I used red lipstick on my face in previous costumes, it kind of stays stuck. So like I have a stain of red on my face. So I don't do that anymore. And then I'm going in with the black Chromacake just to darken it a little bit because I felt like it was too cherry red. And his lips are a little bit more dirty or grungy looking. And then I was just putting the teeth on just to see what it looks like as it comes together, just to visualize how I look with it. And then I put those are the contacts. I had those from last year, so they're not the exact kind of contacts I would use. I would get kind of just the fully green ones. Those are kind of like werewolfy kind, but not really green. But yeah. Then I'm just going to paint the nose. It's not too big, his nose. And it kind of like blends up. So you're going to see me put red all up in the nostrils. And then fill in that red part right there. And then you see me on, I didn't grab any more product. I kind of just brought it up and then smudged it with my finger. And then I got black and kind of mixed it with the red just so it looks a little bit more grungy like the lips. And then at that point my camera died, so this is the final look. I did dirty it up a little bit more around my face, just so it looks a bit more dirty and less neat. I didn't want it to look neat at all, but that is it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Girl had to turn on all the lights. I got a little freaked out.